Hi everyone. What is love? It's a beautiful word in the world. Is it more about gazing? आंखों से तूने ये क्या कह दिया दिल ये दीवाना धड़कता रहा और is it dancing in rain प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ है प्यार से फिर क्यों डरता है दिल I'm not a good singer. Is it a candlelight dinner or is it calling someone, hey, you are my Valentine? No, no, no. I'm not going to talk about all these ways of expressing love. Today, in this video, I'm going to tell you a very different ways of expressing your love through a very beautiful poem. And that excellent poem is To My Valentine by Ogden Nash. Ogden Nash is an amazing humorist whose short, pithy poems enter the realm as an American literature treasure. With more than 20 books to his credit, he is a versatile writer for children of all ages. Ogden Nash has written this beautiful poem titled To My Valentine, which was published in 1941. It really brings a different picture of expressing love. I would say a different way to propose somebody and say, hey, Senorita, how much I love you. In this poem, Ogden Nash declares his love. He makes a fun of the usual poetic love poems. Instead, he uses the negative descriptions and proclaims that his love is deeper than all this. This reversal actuality makes sense as it is passion. The passion, good and bad, can be very intense. There is a humorous love versus hatred theme in this poem. This theme is ironic as even though these two words are completely different, they both show an immense passion towards something and therefore they are actually similar. Stanza 1. More than a catbird hates a cat, or a criminal hates a clue, or the Axis hates the United States, that's how much I love you. In the first stanza to my Valentine, the speaker begins by describing how much he loves you in several statements. The speaker loves more than how a catbird expresses its hatred towards a cat because the catbird is afraid of being caught by the cat. The speaker loves more than the hatred expressed by the criminal when he feels that he might be caught because of the clue during the investigation. The speaker's love is more intense and deeper than the hatred shown by the Axis powers like Germany, Japan, and Italy towards the United States. So, hence, both hate and love have the same vibrations in the first stanza. Hence, love is compared with hatred here. So, the poem is overflowing with the images and none of which are traditionally used to describe love earlier. So, we can say that this poem is making a fun of regular love poems by using these words. Stanza 2. I love you more than a duck can swim, and more than a grapefruit squirts. I love you more than a gym rummy is a bore, and more than toothache hurts. The speaker says that his love is more faster than the duck's speed while swimming. His love is more than a grapefruit squirts or juicy. That means his love has more intensity than any fruit. He loves more than the boredom by playing the rummy which any person receives. His love is more passionate than the pain which one receives while having a toothache. So there are numerous funny comparisons, especially as they line up with one another. So the poet juxtaposes here the gin rummy, a toothache, and the duck and the grapefruit in the stanza. Stanza 3. As a shipwrecked sailor hates the sea or a juggler hates a show, as a hostess detests unexpected guest, that's how much you I love. The speaker says that his love is more than the hatred which is shown by a sailor for the sea during the storm. The speaker certifies that his love is more deeper than the hatred expressed by a juggler when he is disturbed during his performance. The speaker's love is more intense than the hostess' dislike for any uninvited or unexpected guest. So in this stanza, there's a good example of a simile with a speaker stating that he loves the listener like a hostess detests unexpected guest. There's a good example of sibilance with the words sailor and the sea. So hate is very powerful emotion which is easy to understand in these lines, and these lines describe how strong these forms of hate are helpful for us to understand the level of love he feels in comparison. Stanza 4. I love you more than a wasp can sting, and more than the subway jerks. I love you as much as a beggar needs a crutch, and more than a hangnail irks. The speaker's love is more than an insect can sting. The strength of the speaker's love is better than any sudden movement or any subway jerks. Using crutch as a metaphor, the speaker says that he loves his beloved in the same manner how a beggar needs a crutch. So the image of a beggar also portrays that he needs his love. If his love was a crutch, what nice things could we say about her? Further, he says that his love is more deeper than the irritation which someone feels when the skin gets torn at the root of the fingernail. Stanza 5. I swear to you by the stars above and below, if such there be, as a high court loathes perjurious oaths, that's how you're loved by me. The speaker expresses his love referring to heaven. His love is more than the disgusting feeling by the false oaths in the high court. Love is complex in law and has as many as responsibilities. The poet ends with a simple promise that he is in love, but to describe it so simply does not do love justice. This is how the poet expresses his love by using different images which have never been used earlier. By this, he makes a fun of the regular love poems. Hence, the poet has used here 15 examples to compare with love. A catbird hates a cat, a criminal hates a clue, the Axis hates the United States, a duck can swim, a grapefruit squirts, a gin rummy is a bore, a shipwrecked sailor hates the sea, a juggler hates a show, a hostess detests unexpected guest, a wasp can sting, the subway jerks, a beggar needs a crutch, a hangnail irks, swear to you by the stars above, the high court loathes perjurious oaths. To My Valentine. The title of this poem usually provides a clue to the content, and so the reader expects that this poem should be romantic in tone. But Ogden Nash has rejected the usual cliché, which are so often commonly used to convey love, and unconventionally, he compares the emotion of love with hatred, irritation, and pain. The poem abounds with references to and comparisons with unpleasant bodily sensations and emotions. For example, the sting of a wasp, the jerk of a subway train, hatred. The poet consciously defamiliarizes our familiarity with the perceptions of what constitutes love and how love is described. But love can arouse similar sensations to those experiences referred to in the poem. Nash explores the themes of love and dedication through hyperbolic statements that testify to his devotion. Throughout the poem, the mood and tone are both joyous and optimistic. Dear friends, I wish you will be able to express your love to your Valentine differently. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe my channel Mukesh English and comment. For online English classes, English webinars, you can WhatsApp me on 6361617669. Thank you once again.